a great time. The latest videos and pictures are up on opieandanthony.com.
We got out and pressed the clammy flesh of the hands of our listeners.
That's right.
Cold, clammy hands.
And we had, I think, what was probably, it could be the greatest flight I've ever taken.
Oh.
We had a wonderful flight home.
Did you?
It was a bunch of the guys. It was myself, Ope, Linz were in first. Which was, thank you to Bob Eaton for that. That's certainly nothing that XM or CBS wanted to do, but old Bob snuck it into the contract.
He sure
did. They have to.
Arm twist.
Bob's a good boy.
It was just a little request we had. If we're going to travel a lot for XM and CBS radio, we're gonna travel in first class.
Yes.
And on our flight, we left. We had Bob Kelly and Patrice O'Neill, and of course, Club Soda Kenny. The whole gang was there. So what I do, because I'm platinum, I fly so much, is when I check in, I say I want to put Kenny on a companion upgrade if I can. If it's possible openings in first class, I would like him to join me as my guest. And they put him on a list. And Bob Kelly is already an elite member, so he's on the list. And he sees me. Bob is such a snake. He sees me talking to the guy. The guy behind the counter was a fan of the show. And he sees me talking to the guy, and Bob goes, "Hey, dude, Jim, can I upgrade with Miles here?" Like, he wanted that guy to know, who was talking to me, that Bob and I were friends, and hear him say upgrade.
Right.
Hoping the guy would go, "I'll take care of you." And to his credit, the guy ignored him.
Good.
He ignored Bob like the sludge that he is. So I get Kenny on the list. Bob's on the list. And,
Patrice O'Neill, too.
Well, he wasn't even checking in with us. He checked in later.
Yeah.
We were already down there getting breakfast, and Patrice wandered in. And apparently he was on the list. So we're on the plane, and we see the lady walk on. And I'm so happy because they bring Club Soda Kenny up from the back. And I guess he was a little loud about it. And you're kind of supposed to keep it on the down low. Our whole goal was to have Bob not get upgraded to first. That was what we were hoping for.
Oh, okay. You were working on that.
Yeah, but I'll tell you, it's really a terrific sight when you see the lady come on with the upgrade tickets, and she comes right to me. And I had a good seat anyway because I get emergency row, so you get the more leg room.
Mm-hmm.
So she comes up to me, she gives me my upgrade ticket, and I yell out, "Where are you bringing me? Where am I going?" And immediately Patrice starts laughing.
And she's like,
yeah. And Bob Kelly's groaning, right? And now they're in a panic because they figure, like, I don't know what they didn't know it was a joke.
Yeah.
You know, they just figured some white trash lowlife is going to disrupt the whole plane now.
They didn't figure incorrectly.
No. What a joke on them.
So I move up to first real nice, and then...
A minute later, I see, and by the way, I've been in coach, like when I was doing dice gigs, I would try to get upgraded all the time, and I would travel with Kenny and Happy Face, who was Dice of the bodyguard, and a lot of times Happy would get upgraded and I wouldn't, and I would rather catch somebody banging my girl than watch them walk to first from coach and leave me sitting there. Oh. There's no feeling worse than watching your travel companion get upgraded, and you're stuck there.
You're
like
sitting there in coach.
Pile of tumors. And so they walk back again, and who do they walk back up with? My friend of color, Patrice.
Oh.
And he sits right next to me. My friend and I are now in first together. And then they make
now there's 5 of us up in first class.
5 out of the 6. And then they make the most wonderful announcement. The cabin door is now closed, which means all the seating assignments have been given out.
Right.
I look back, and we can see in the emergency row just a fat, bald head with a pair of Bose headphones that he's been yapping about. Dude, you know. Oh, and boy, was he steaming.
Of course he was.
Stuck in coach where he belongs.
Oh,
Bob's
good.
a coach individual. And he was stuck back there. And, of course, Patrice had a beverage sent back for him. You know, he made them bring him back some ginger ale. And when we land, because it was a short flight, he didn't miss anything. There's no food. Crappy little snack cookie. And then we land, and me and Bob go for Starbucks, and Kenny open, Lindsay going for baggage. And just the way Bob is trying to explain away... I'm like, look, first of all, shut your fat mouth. I know what you're going to... The whole time you've been thinking about what you're going to say on the phone to Continental. I'm a good customer! Shut up, you're not. You're an embarrassing Lebanese kind of looking thing.
Don't forget the glass of ginger ale we all bought for him.
Well, that's what,
you did say that?
They brought him back.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
They brought back some ginger ale.
Yeah.
And, of course, he took it. I wish there was a longer flight. I told Patrice I've never wanted to be on an Australian flight so bad. And me and him were getting
sleeper bed and food, real utensils, steak.
And I'm like, I don't know what the technical thing was, because the guy didn't do anything different, because they really can't, because the computers put you in order. So was Kenny supposed to be up first? I didn't know what the order was. And Bob's like, no, dude, the guy douched me. I'm like, but Patrice checked in after you. He goes, no, dude. He had a different ticket than me. Kenny was supposed to be after me. And I'm like, well, dude, Bob just that morning learned about the class of tickets. Like, if me and you are both Silver Elite, and I have like a full fare ticket, and you have like, say, a cheap ticket, I'll get upgraded before you because we both paid different prices. I heard him learn that. And then he starts going, nah, dude, there's different ticket fares.
And he just learned it.
And he's coming off like he's the chairman of Continental. I wanted to spit in his face right there.
Like he's the guy that says, hi, welcome to Continental Airlines on the TV screen that drops down.
Larry Kellner, the guy's name is. Larry Kellner.
Yeah.
And I guess
hate his fat head.
Oh, it's awful.
He comes on the screen.
He looks like Charles Winchester, yet he looks nothing like him.
Or Clint Howard.
Who's Clint Howard?
Ron Howard's brother. The ugly brother from Gentle Ben that grew up.
I don't even know who that is, but I like the name.
Oh, he looks just like Clint Howard. And
I'm wondering, why didn't one pass Bob? Why didn't all of a sudden Continental Employee of the Month Kelly explain this to the, no, it's all wrong. Where was all this explaining? Why it's Starbucks with me? Why are you boring me with it?
As Clint Howard.
Oh, yeah, he does look like Bob.
He does look like him.
He really is a...
Hi, welcome. We have the safest and youngest fleet in the... Yeah, do you?
I knew he was back there just stewing in it. He was stewing in his coachness.
I love it.
I've been there. I've watched people get upgraded in front of me, and it's just revolting.
It was a lot of fun.
Infuriating.
All right, we should take our first break. We're just getting warmed up. We got lots to talk about.
Our friend is in the paper, by the way.
I know. Well, we just
your friend, buddy.
Before walking into the studio. We'll talk about that next. Remind me, we got Club Soda Kenny drunk on Friday night on martinis, and he was skipping down the sidewalk back to the hotel in the abandoned city of Cleveland, singing "Secret Agent Man." And he knows every single word to the song, so we might make him do it today.
Because he's a secret agent, man.
I'm very entertaining.
And we'll talk about the O&A Traveling Virus show that we had in Cleveland. It was a great time.
My hands are clenched. I'm just praying that this taps into some alcoholism he didn't know he had.
So much to do. We have highlights of Voss at the... It's the O&A virus spreading across America. Our phone number, 1-866-313-FREE. Lots of people calling in already here. Let's go right to the phones and say hi to Eric in Cleveland. Eric, what's up?
Hey, O&A, what's going on?
You tell us, man.
Hey, what an awesome time we had in Cleveland. Thank you guys for coming by. I tell you, Anthony, thanks for allowing me to hate myself just as much as everybody else does. And I got to let you know one thing real quick about Club Soda Kenny.
Yeah.
With all the black people that came to your show, he didn't sign a single autograph for anybody black, and both of us were very upset.
You don't sign...
I hope that's not true.
Autographs for black people, Kenny?
No, I mean, I hope there weren't a lot of black people at the show. We actually did have a nice
awesome.
turnout. It was great.
I was very cordial to the Nubian brothers that were there.
Nubian
Both of us?
brothers.
Yes, sir, I don't think Kenny would not sign for a black guy.
My shtick that I said you get a free autograph with every purchase because I was trying to hawk the merchandise. So I was trying to make people buy things.
Yeah, the last thing Kenny wanted to do was sign autographs. He was trying to get the line moving. He was trying to get some merch sold for comics.
That was his prime directive. Get the stuff sold. Well, why don't you tell it, sir? Because, you were there for 10 seconds while you got something signed. I was there the entire 3 hours. But you go ahead. Go ahead. Tell everybody.
Well, I thought he was just stealing stuff, and I thought he would have a problem with that.
That's
good. But anyway, I got one last thing, though, and I can just check out.
Yes.
Destroyed.
Kenny, what's the matter? You're dozing off.
He's really tired.
Everyone is.
Yeah, it's a tired show today.
Yeah, I don't like to sit down because if I get too comfortable, then,
I got some great
stand
pictures.
And run.
I like to stay alert.
Keith took some great pictures of Kenny sleeping on the plane, and he, your chin completely disappears. And his mouth is open a little bit because you can tell he's snoring. His little beady eyes are shut. His head is tilted to the side. It's just a hysterical, sleepy Kenny picture.
He's like a dry-haired, retarded bird waiting for mother to drop some worm or food in his mouth. Chirp, chirp.
I got a lot of compliments over the weekend over my hair because, you know, you're the propaganda that it's so dry.
Ah.
Everybody now wants to feel my hair and comment.
Yeah, there you go.
Nice. Get the germs in your hair.
But the grease of our listeners will really help out your hair.
Yeah.
Hey, when we get back, we got to talk about Club Soda Kenny singing Secret Agent Man drunk on the streets of Cleveland.
All right.
Also, we got to talk about what you and I were talking about, what Kenny does at night as we all go to bed. Wandering the streets of Cleveland. And being a buzzkill with the hookers, and that was really funny. By the way, Karen did my pick. I'll have to buy a condo. I don't know if I can rent another place because most places want a year lease. So I don't know what to do. So now I think I'm stuck in the crap hole for 4 to 6 months.
Isn't there a hotel around that is a decent hotel that could hook you up for at least like whatever your rent is? Like, isn't there something that can be done with that so you don't have to stay in that place?
And what about all his furniture? Oh, that's right.
Yeah, so that's the beauty. That's one good thing about not owning a lot of furniture. The other side,
I got a lot of stuff, and I got nice stuff.
You store it. You store it.
Most of my stuff is, in my mom's house, in Kenny's garage.
Kenny's garage.
In my sister's garage.
What did you store in Kenny's
My crap
garage?
is all over the tri-state area. Kenny's got my really nice iMac computer, brand new iMac computer that they got us here at Free FM in New York City. He's got my brand new plasma TV from Panasonic.
Oh.
Notice I'm not jumping in on the reads as much.
Yes.
Because my stuff is in boxes in Kenny's garage.
Oh. They're probably hanging up on his wall.
Oh, please, you know he's
using the iMac. This is great.
You're going to go, like, into the history of the internet, and you're going to notice, like, all these stupid searches he did. Policemen who become actors. Policemen who sing.com. Detective Follies search.
Detective Follies.
I have too much respect for GH. His stuff is still in the version package, not open.
Oh.
Yeah. No, I know. I was just kind of using the situation to interject a little humor.
I know.
Yeah, thank you, Kenny.
Detective Follies.
Safeguarding his property.
Jared in Boston. Jared, where's Club Soda Kenny? Is he ready to sing Secret Agent Man?
I want to hear this and why he did it.
Ew, that was a power walk he did, and he didn't jog and he didn't walk. It was the power walk.
That's how we chased perps back in the old days.
He had bad hips. I can't run. I have a bad hip.
Slow down, perp.
Jimmy and I were wondering what Club Soda Kenny does when we all finally go to bed, because Club Soda Kenny is like he makes sure we're all safely in our rooms. That's his whole gig on the road.
Tucked in nicely.
Make sure we're all tucked in nicely. He would tuck us in if we allowed him.
Oh, yeah.
If we allowed him to. And then we're on the way to the airport like 5 in the morning yesterday, 5:30, whatever it was, and Jimmy and I are talking about, we're wondering what he actually does when we're finally all safely in our rooms. And we came up with a pretty sick scenario.
Ope said, do you think he goes out and kills hookers? And I'm like, no, but I do think he goes out and lurks around them and bothers them. Kenny's not a murderer. Here's what Kenny would do, which is even creepier. There's a girl trying to work the corner, and all of a sudden she'd see this just big Muldoon in the shadow, and he would just say things to the Johns like, you should probably go home now. I don't think you want to do that.
You got to think it through.
Just ruining their night.
You might want to think this through.
Yeah.
Just spoiling. Ken's a spoiler of fun. He's not a murderer. He's a spoiler of fun.
Do I see a wedding ring on your finger? Shouldn't you be home with your family?
Why are you doing this? No expression. No, not even a chin in the shadow. They don't even see Kenny. They just see his shadow cast from a lamppost like Doom on the wall. And the little mouth moving. You might not want to do that.
Give it a few minutes of thought. If you still want to, fine.
Aren't you scared of AIDS?
You know there's a gym that's open 24 hours a day.
Most of these women are just here to rob you.
Dr. Phil says.
If you replace one thing, like we were trying to wean a horse off of hay, so he took a bite out of my hair.
Yeah, it was a great scenario.
We had a lot of chuckles.
It made us laugh on the way to the airport. Just knocking on windows and just blowing up everyone's spot.
Like the son of Sam with no gun.
Right.
They just park and he just raps on the window. Could you open the window?
And the John gets paranoid, kicks the hooker out. The pimp's watching from a doorway somewhere like, great.
You know, Robert
Just
Kelly's
wrecking
here.
everyone's time. Huh?
Oh, is he here today?
Yeah, don't you want to talk to him now?
So
That's pretty funny.
So Friday night, we go to the Foundation Room at the House of Blues. They treat us like freaking rock stars. They were great to us.
They were very nice.
It was a lot of fun, and we're all hanging out. And we talked Kenny into getting a couple martinis. Not one, but two.
Wow.
I've never seen you drink.
I must have been
told.
sauced.
GH told me to have a cocktail, so...
We figured it was time for him to just loosen up a little bit.
Yeah, but even if he tells you something, you're like a sleepwalker. Whereas if you tell a sleepwalker to walk up a building, they usually won't. They won't do something unnatural.
Right.
He's like, whereas if Old tells him to do something that's completely unnatural, which will affect his guarding ability,
Yeah, he'll still do it.
he won't do it. No, I've never seen him drink. Even with Dice Allergy, I never saw him drink.
He had two martinis, which just put him over the top.
Oh, no.
He was off duty. Don't worry, Kenny. You're still a perfect employee. Jesus. And then we go back to the bar. He was kind of singing Secret Agent Man on the sidewalk. Then we go back to the hotel bar, and he's having another cocktail. And then talking about how he used to drink back in the day.
Uh-oh.
But I haven't drank in 18 years because why?
Because babies don't understand hangovers. When my kids were little, they'd be waking up and jumping on your head at 7 o'clock in the morning because they want to play. And, you'd be all hungover, so I chose to stop drinking so I could spend quality time with my family.
What OCD?
Sweet.
He put his alcoholism aside for a couple of decades, and now he can resume it and enjoy it as the boys are older.
He's probably just counting down the days until his youngest is through high school.
Imagine a hungover Kenny picking somebody up and arresting somebody and then them giving Kenny a hard time, what he must have done.
Yeah.
Like, you don't even understand. Shut up or I'm going to beat you again.
He's horrible after 10 hours of sleep on Christmas morning.
Can you give us a few verses of Secret Agent Man?
I don't know if you can recreate the moment.
I think you can in this case.
I understand that.
We think you can.
I'd love to hear it.
We all would, Ken. All the guys
One of my
want it.
favorites
You want
from
some
the
music?
older
music,
days.
Kenny?
We're walking back from the House of Blues to the hotel, and the Cleveland's like the day after of a nuclear bomb. It's all deserted, and
downtown.
no people, no traffic.
Yeah, downtown it's just a mess, but they're building everywhere else.
And I don't know what happened, but I just started singing Secret Agent Man to be entertaining, I guess.
Did you?
Yeah.
All right, give us a verse, will you?
All right.
If you have to, close your eyes. Don't be shy.
All right. There's a man who leads a life of danger. Everyone he meets, he stays a stranger. Every move he makes, another chance he takes. Odds are he won't live to see tomorrow. Secret Agent Man, Secret Agent Man. They're giving you a number and taking away your name.
He knows every word.
Wow.
Of Secret Agent Man. How do you know that?
Because that was my thing, like when I was going to become a cop.
Are you
I love
secretly
the-
doing karaoke at night?
No.
He's probably going to an all-night karaoke bar when we go to bed.
You hold a tune the way Christopher Reeve could hold a pirouette.
My favorite part, Secret Agent Man.
Well, that was the part that had us just dying on the way home from the
my
hotel.
favorite part.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm a crooner. Quite the crooner.
The crooner.
Because he thinks of himself as kind of a secret agent man, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There it is.
Watch like Man from U.N.C.L.E., Mannix, all the cop shows when I was a kid.
I know. Look at the headphones.
Is this karaoke version?
Yeah. You want to do it again with karaoke?
Yeah, go ahead, sweetie.
Do you know where it kicks in?
No.
All right, here.
It's where the music kind of changes.
Ant's pretty good at this. Watch his cue.
You.
There's a man who leads a life of danger. To everyone he meets, he stays a stranger. With every move he makes, another chance he takes. Odds are he won't live to see tomorrow. Secret agent man, secret agent man. They're giving you a number and taking away your name. Beware of pretty faces that you find. A pretty face can hide an evil mind. Ah, be careful what you say, or you'll give it all away. Odds are you won't live to see tomorrow.
Here he goes.
Secret agent man, secret agent man. They're giving you a number and taking away your name. Is this the chorus?
Yeah.
I thought a little lead went here or something.
A little more Secret Agent Man there, right?
Yeah, but there's another verse, but I don't know when to start.
He holds the directions with his big thumb moving.
Here it comes, Secret Agent.
Secret agent man, secret agent man. They're giving you a number and taking away your name. Swinging on the Riviera one day.
No. See, they screwed it up.
Yeah,
that verse should have been there, and that should have. Not your fault, Kenny.
Thank you.
What a great way to end the song, though.
Oh, of course.
Hey, can you do that song at our Halloween party? If we get the karaoke?
Oh, well, I'd love to see him do that in front of a festival crowd.
Who actually sings this besides hopefully Never You Again?
Secret
Agent Man! Secret Agent Man!
And rather than listen to that, I'd rather get a face full of Agent Orange.
All right, really fast. We got to take a...
Or Ticketmaster for the city near you.
All right. And Club Soda Kenny, you're off the hook. We were going to have Kenny sing us out with Secret Agent Man. Did you just do the last, the hook?
Secret
Agent Man, secret agent man.
Hey.
They're giving you a number and taking away your name.
Fantastic.
We'll have you sing it tomorrow, okay? If you're not joining us over at XM, channels live and well on XM.
Oh, hey, yeah.
Welcome aboard.
Welcome.
I gotta go to another store.
All right, Kenny. Kenny.
Yes, sir.
Secret
Agent man.
That a boy, Ken.
Agent man. They're giving you a number and taking away your name.
Way your name.
But when you add music, he really does get into it just a little bit.
Yeah,
it's all sing-songy.
Because he's pretended when he's alone that he's singing that song and that he really is a secret agent man.
You think he sings it into a mirror and then he pulls out fake guns and...
Fake guns? He pulls out real ones.
Yeah.
He won't sing it into a mirror because that's just too obviously horrid. What he does is he actually here's what Kenny would do. He'll zone with his mouth open and fantasize that he's the secret agent man that people are respecting and coming to for counsel.
Robert Kelly had a good idea for the Halloween show.
What was his idea?
Get 2 go-go dancers with me and we do secret agent man and go shoot guns.
A little choreographed thing.
Oh, choreographed.
Yeah.
I like it.
That's cool.
Bob, you really thought that was a good idea, huh?
Wow, with me and Kenny alone in the other studio without you listening.
I don't know. I kind of...
I don't have your button.
Ooh, who's got some almonds?
Almonds.
Can I have some water, sweetie?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, take this.
Nice creased slacks.
All right.
I don't like his fucking front and back crease slacks.
Oh, from head to toe.
Creeps.
He is terrible.
So.